I'd like to know each of you. I don't know. What about you?
Same. Close by. Second time here. Anything else?
What do you do?
I do a lot of different things. I do real estate, parent, gardening, lots of things.
Good. What about you?
Hi, I'm Mariam. You've come very highly recommended, so I've been wanting to make sure that I'm here today. I'm a life coach, and I do reconnected healing as well.
I'm Guruji, and unlike most spiritual people, I'm an IT specialist for the Department of Justice working for the IRS. Which is not who I am.
Sometimes I get calls, I think probably false calls from IRS.
Yeah, I just
I've had those calls.
Yeah. But I'm very interested in all kinds of energy experiences.
My name is Susan. I am a holistic physician and a mother. I'm Jackie. I coach the terminally ill to have a positive end-of-life experience, and I'm an organizational psychologist.
I am a Sophie. I'm a court interpreter. A court interpreter and translator.
I'm Kathy. I'm a retired educator and a good friend of Erin's, Michelle, and just sort of a seeker.
I'm Susanna. I'm a dentist. I like everything about spiritual. I'm from Portugal.
How come?
Portugal.
Great country.
I'm Mary Lee, and I'm an energy healer.
Very nice. Okay, great. Yeah.
I'm okay, and I don't do anything.
That's impossible.
You breathe. Do lots of stuff.
I'm Diane. I'm Prati.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm so sorry.
You have to tell about yourself.
Sure. Validity. What else have people told?
What do you do?
What do I do? I work in online media. I've been doing that forever, and I also am a holistic health coach. Doesn't know what to do with it. So.
Of course, I know them. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I met you outside. I'm Susie. I'm retired. I'm park ranger for the county, and I now am, a like-minded seeker, like a lot of us are. So, thank you for being here.
Thank you. Okay. So we'll do a small prayer and start. I hope. Fine. Is it okay to use some Sanskrit chants or no?
You can do whatever you want.
No issues?
There's no issues with anything.
Okay, fine. Sometimes, people might not feel comfortable.
We're very comfortable. Do you want lights on or off, or does it not matter?
Light? The door or the light?
The light overhead?
Yeah.
Hmm?
No problem.
Okay.
Keep your spine straight, neck straight. Close your eyes. Still your body. Still your mind. Bring your mind now and here. Focus your mind at the point between your two eyebrows. The one point. You connected with the divinity, the supreme divine being, the mother father of the universe. All the holy gurus, holy siddhas, holy masters, holy Christ, holy Buddhas, holy angels, and all the higher divine beings. Experience showering of cosmic energy, blessings, grace, purest unconditional love, and enjoy. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Reva Maheswara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha, Aksnyanatimirandhasya, Jnananjana Shalakaya, Chakshurunmilitam Yena, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu, Shakti Rupena Samstita, Namastasyai, 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 Namo Namaha. सर्वमंगलमांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमस्तुते नारायणी नमस्तुते। ॐ सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Slowly open your eyes. So today we'll discuss about PranaShakthi Mahavidya. What do you mean by PranaShakthi? You can see so many energies: electrical, mechanical, chemical, nuclear, solar, varieties of energies are there. And to all these energies, there has to be basic fundamental energy, of which all these energies are various forms. If you don't understand me, please, because of my accent, you can stop me and ask me, right? If you don't understand, don't hesitate in stopping me. If you don't understand. So there should be a basic fundamental energy of which all these various energies are various forms. And that most basic fundamental energy is known as universal energy or cosmic energy. I think many of you are already using it, right? And in Sanskrit we call it prana or PranaShakthi, right? Any Indian language, PranaShakthi. And in Chinese they call it Chi, right? Heard of Tai Chi, Qigong. Japanese they call it Ki, Reiki, right? And Greek they call it Pneuma, Pneuma. Please come.
Some cheers.
What's your good name?
Asha.
Asa? From India?
I'm not. The name is.
So what do you do?
I'm a teacher.
Teacher? School?
Yes.
So we are discussing about cosmic energy, and in Sanskrit it's known as PranaShakthi or Prana. And in Chinese they call it Chi, Japanese they call it Ki, Greek they call it Pneuma, and Hebrew they call it Ruah, and Arabic they call it Ruh. So almost all the ancient civilizations they had understood this concept of cosmic energy. They made use of it. All the great masters, be it Buddha, be it Jesus, be it Sai Baba, be it many masters, any master in fact, they made use of it. You might have heard of so many stories, the master touched paralyzed person, the paralyzed person started walking. Even some cases, dead people became alive. Right? If you can slightly adjust, then I can see you. Maybe move a little this side. That's nice. So that doesn't mean that this is only in the domain of masters. Each of us, we are born healers. We have the ability to download this energy and transmit. Right? So many mothers are here, I'm sure. Right? Isn't it so? When your kids were young, maybe some of them young too, but now. So, they used to play and they used to fall down or somebody used to hit them. They used to come crying to you and hugging you. And mom, I have pain here. So what you used to do? Move your palm like this and say, oh, pain. Where is the pain? No pain. And the pain used to vanish and the child used to go back to play again, right? So what magic did you do? Transferring cosmic energy. Right? Somebody is not well, you hold your hand. Right? Good. Just before it. It's so good. Right? So what you are doing exactly? You are transferring this cosmic energy. So it's nothing new. Healing is nothing new. It's each of you are born healers. But with the need of coming to a place like this or workshop like this, with the need to understand the abilities of these energies and how multidimensionally in a multi-pronged way you can apply this energy for various benefits. That's the reason. And not only that, there are energies from various dimensions. How to download specific energies from specific dimensions. Right? That is the purpose of coming here. Otherwise, you are already healers. Right? Good. So, PranaShakthi, you understood. Now, what is Mahavidya? Maha means great, and Vidya is science. The great science of cosmic energy. Right? That's what PranaShakthi Mahavidya is. It means. It is essentially an energy healing science. Healing science. Now, what do you mean by healing? There is a very similar word, curing. And how do you differentiate healing from curing? Very interesting, right? What do you mean by curing?
Gone. No more. Free. Perfect.
Yeah, if you interpret it that way. Well, you have fever, and you take a popped tablet, and your fever is gone, right? You have some pain, and you took a painkiller, and pain goes away. This you tell, oh, I'm cured of my pain, I'm cured of my fever, right? But you know what exactly happens? Body is telling you, dear friend, I have some issues. Please look after me. That's where the temperature comes up. That's where the pain comes. And what you do? Oh, I don't have time. Better keep quiet. Take this tablet. Keep quiet. That's what we do. That's called curing, right? You should understand why that fever came, why that pain came. You need to go to the root and you need to dissolve it. That's healing. Okay. So go to the root of the problem and root out it. That is healing, right? There are so many different types of healing. In fact, I learned at least 16 different healing sciences. With Pranic healing, Reiki, magnified healing, Melchizedek healing, Samanic healing, then spiritual healing, Siddha healing, crystal, so many different healings, Lama healing, many healing sciences. I started teaching also. Almost 16 healing sciences I used to teach. And 9 years back, when I was in deep meditation, I was offered this healing science known as PranaShakthi. And I don't know, why do I need another healing science? And I'm experiencing wonders with each healing science, be it Reiki or Pranic or any healing science. I'm applying it to the people and extraordinary benefits are coming. So why do I need a new healing science? So I was told, no, it's different. I asked how? Show me. I'm an engineer by education, so I keep asking questions. I don't take it anything just for granted. I keep asking questions. So I asked, tell me how. So I was told, most of these healing sciences, they download energy from a single dimension. Let me explain about dimension. If some of you understand, some of you might not. Have you heard of a story where a person is sleeping in his bedroom and a saint appears and he hands him over a fruit or flower, and this person thinks it's a dream and he continues to sleep. Next day morning he wakes up and he finds that fruit or flower and he jumps out of his bed, searches for all the doors, windows, everything nicely set from inside. So how the saint came in and how he went out? Miracle. Right? That's what we think. No miracle. There is nothing called miracle in this universe. Everything's pure science. The saint probably had access to 5th dimension or 10th dimension or 100th dimension. They used that dimension and got in and went out without disturbing this 3-dimensional structure. She was showing me some beautiful photos. So, how it happens? It's basically having access with higher dimensions. So if you have access with higher dimensions, so you need not have to disturb these doors and windows. You can just get in and get out. I'll give you an example, another example. Think of somebody who is from 2-dimensional plane, not higher dimension, 2-dimensional plane, who has only length and width, no height. Now you have length, width, and height. Right next to me, this being is there. And I am being a 3-dimensional being. Suppose there is some water here, I just lift my leg and cross water and go to the other side. But this being cannot do that because it doesn't have height. There's only length and width. It goes like this, like this, like this, like this, and reaches here. Now, don't you think what I perform is a miracle for this 2-dimensional being? So this shows that lower the number of dimensions, lesser the degrees of freedom. Lesser the degrees of freedom, more the number of limitations. More the number of limitations, more the number of sufferings. Living in this 3-dimensional plane, you wish 100 things and you achieve maybe 10. Right? And 10 times you are happy and 90 times you are suffering. Because you don't get what you want. Right? So when you go to higher dimensions, the degrees of freedom is higher. So limitations are lesser. When limitations are lesser, suffering is pain. So keep going up, you reach infinite dimensions, where there are infinite degrees of freedom. So what happens? Zero limitations. There is nothing called suffering. That is divine dimension, God's dimension. Right? And each of us, we belong to that dimension. All of us. And how did you land here? Once we are doing a trans-dimensional traveling. You understand trans-dimensional traveling? From infinite dimension to infinite -1, -2, -3, say trillionth dimension, billionth dimension, millionth dimension, 1,000 dimension, 100 dimension, 10th dimension, 8th dimension, 6th dimension. so excited about it. Oh, such a beautiful place. Why not we land here and do some picnic? So our friends told, no, don't go there. You'll be bound by the three-dimensional limitations. You'll suffer. So no, we just enjoy this place and we move on. Don't worry. Then we descended. And we enjoyed. And, but we are remaining connected with infinite dimensions. We are fully aware that we are infinite dimensional beings enjoying this three-dimensional. That was Satya Yuga, the golden age. Okay? And after some time, occasionally, we started associating ourselves with this dimension. And what happened? Occasionally, we started suffering. Most of the time, we were enjoying because we were connected with infinite dimensions. Occasionally, we started suffering. That was Treta Yuga or Bronze, Silver Age. The time for the past. Most of the time, we got stuck. We thought we are from this dimension. Occasionally, we remember we are from this dimension. So occasionally, we are enjoying. Most of the time, suffering. That was Dwapara. That is Bronze Age. We became 100% three-dimensional beings. Totally forgot we are from infinite dimension. And that is Iron Age, Kali Yuga. And suffering, nothing else. So, this age. And what happened? Our friends were stopping us from coming here. They kept coming one by one, just to remind us. Come on, you are not from this dimension, you are from infinite dimension. They came as Jesus, they came as Buddha, they came as Sai Baba, they came as Ramakrishna, so many. And some of us we listened to them, some of us partially, some of us didn't listen to them, some of us even worked against them. Right? So, 1976, there was an axial change planet Earth. When axial change happens to planet Earth, you get exposed to newer range of cosmic energy. That's what happened in 1976. The people who are born after 1976, they're different. They're genetically modified for good. In fact, each of us, we have, two strands of DNA, double-stranded DNA, right? Double-stranded, double-helix structure. But these people who are born after 1976, they have one extra strand. Smarter. You can see that. And the people who are born after 1993, there was another change. Much more smarter. Fourth strand got activated. The people who are born after 1993, the young generation today, are much more smarter.
He liked what you said.
That's it. Generally, they come close to me and lie down next to me. And 2012, December 22nd, there was another change, the so-called doomsday. So you know what was happening that time? I was flying from Chennai to Colombo, Sri Lanka, 12 o'clock midnight. That my flight was. So when my people told, oh, we'll be drowned. I said, okay, you drown. I'll be in sky. Because 12 o'clock was the time when the flood was supposed to come. I told nothing to worry, nothing will happen, just axial change. Don't worry. So the kids who were born after 2012, December 26th, are far superior. Far smarter, not superior, smarter. Okay. So you can see after 1976 there was a renaissance of spirituality, the so-called New Age. Okay. Suddenly, yoga became so popular after 1976. I remember, before that, people were scared to, send, if someone used to go for yoga class in India, people were scared. The family members were scared he's going to become monk.
No.
Especially the wives, they never allowed the husbands to go for yoga class. But today they're pushing them to go to yoga class. They want them to go for yoga. Right? there's a lot of change. So a lot of healing sciences like Reiki, Pranic, so many other healing sciences became more and more popular. People started using them. Right? So what exactly happens is, you understood the concept of dimension now. Right? Say, for example, Pranic healing. Pranic healing, you have heard of Pranic healing? No? It's very popular throughout the world. Even US, there is a Pranic healing foundation in California.
In Maryland also.
Here also,
What
Maryland
is
also.
it called?
Yeah.
Chronic healing.
Pranic healing.
I mean, I think people who do yoga have heard of it, but it's not
It's not so.
a common healing modality here.
It's very scientific. I mean, step-by-step scientific healing technique. So I became a teacher of Pranic healing 20 years back. And we did a lot of work in Apollo hospitals, cancer hospitals. And we healed the medicines, chemo medicines, and the side effects were drastically changed, reduced. Almost 70-80% side effects were minimized. And we took billion photographs of medicines before and after, and we saw a lot of difference in it. Very powerful. In fact, I was so powerful. I was in a store in Bangalore, and one boy who was working there, he cut his hand, and there was no first aid. I was there luckily, so I did Pranic healing. And in no time, bleeding stopped. He went and washed his hand, and no case of cut. So powerful.
Wow.
Yeah. But what happens? The Pranic healing uses the energy from this three-dimensional plane. And the energy of three-dimensional plane is very powerful, no doubt, but the consciousness level, the intelligence level of the energy is much lesser. So if you use Pranic healing, you have to be alert and you have to guide it properly. It's like a medical doctor. A medical doctor, suppose you have a problem, you're supposed to get 10 milligram tablet, and he gives you a 5 milligram, then it won't work. If he gives you 20 milligram, there'll be a problem. So right dose has to be administered. Right place. If your problem is here, you cannot administer here. You do it here. Because the energy doesn't have its own intelligence. So you have to guide it properly.
That is
Right?
quite different from other,
Other modalities.
where there's the energy is intelligent and it will know where to go to.
No, it's intelligent. All the energies are intelligent, but the level of intelligence it's based on the dimension from where you're downloading it. Like, in Pranic healing, color energies are there, like yellow energy. Yellow energy, what basically does, it cements. Like, suppose you have a cracked bone, you give yellow energy, it heals faster, joints. Similarly, blue energy, it calms down, cools down, and it helps in coagulation. Suppose there's a clot cut, you put blue, coagulation happens, the skin joints. Green energy flushes out the negativity. You might have seen, hospitals, surgical theaters, they use green dress, right? You know why? Because green color emits a vibration which doesn't allow bacteria, germs, and other things to grow. So somebody who started that, he was intelligent, but later people lost track of it. But they were. It's a ritual now.
So when you are doing chronic healing and you're using the different dimensions and colors,
Not dimension, the color.
the colors, how do you translate? How do you use color? I mean, I'm sure
There are methods.
you don't need to, but if you could give us a little
There are
general.
methods. Your body has chakras, and each chakra is a filter. And if you use a specific chakra to draw energy, it only filters that energy and helps you to transmit.
So, yellow energy would be going through your solar plexus.
Yeah. Basically, they use root chakra. Because root chakra represents the lower chakras.
Okay.
And throat chakra. Throat chakra is for blue, green, and all those things. And orange energy is capable of blasting the negativity. Green just gently cleans.
Orange and green.
blast the negativity. So orange blast the negativity. Now suppose you have diarrhea. Which energy to give? Yellow. Yes. You should give yellow energy. So that disseminates. And your constipation. If it is mild, then give green. If it is stubborn, give orange. Then it is blasted. Right? That's supposed to be. Now, if you are absent-minded, what will happen? If you have constipation, absent-minded, you give yellow. What will happen? Become stone. And if you have diarrhea, what to do? You should give yellow, but instead of yellow, you give green or orange. What will happen? Further blast. Yeah. So by mistake, if you do this, this is what will happen. If you are angry with somebody, you want to do something, so you can do that. So you can misuse energy. If the energy doesn't have its own intelligence, enough intelligence, then you are capable of doing mistakes. You're capable of harming people. Right? So that's what people face, the Pranic killers face. If they're a little absent-minded, they end up doing a lot of harm to the people. Though it's so powerful. If you use it properly, it's extremely powerful. And Reiki comes from very high dimension, divine dimension. It has its own intelligence. And suppose your problem is here, you give energy here, it understands and goes there and heals. I was a Reiki teacher, Reiki grandmaster long back. So it's very powerful, but it's not as powerful as pranic healing as far as the physical issues are concerned. Pranic healing is amazing to do physical healing, very quick, very fast. But Reiki is extraordinary with more emotional and deeper issues. But that doesn't mean that Reiki doesn't heal the physical problems. It heals, but takes time. But pranic healing, very quick. Okay.
How do you diagnose which level your problem exists? Whether it is in a deeper level or which level?
You see, I will come to PranaShakthi, then that diagnosis is not required really. But otherwise, there are methods of scanning, or you have to be clairvoyant. If you are clairvoyant, you can see and you can diagnose. Otherwise, there is something called energy scanning. So you can sense the energy field of a person, touch. It can be taught in a couple of hours' time. Basic scanning can be taught. So you can just sense the chakras and aura and feel the energy and decide what it is. It's very simple, not very difficult.
So what color do you use to cure high blood pressure?
Calm down, blue. Blue. Sky blue. Sky blue is the color which helps to calm down.
And are you going to tell us the different colors correspond to different dimensions?
No, because this dimension has all the colors. So I'm not going to talk about colors because I don't need. That's what I'm coming to discuss about PranaShakthi. Okay, so I don't need all these things. So I was told that when PranaShakthi, most of these healing sciences, they download energy from a single dimension, a few dimensions. But in PranaShakthi, you receive, the entire spectrum of cosmic energies, starting from 0 dimension up to infinite dimension. Whole spectrum. That includes pranic healing energy, that includes Reiki energy, that includes many other energies. Then I asked, you're confusing me. You're giving me such a huge platter. Now, which one to choose for whom? Suppose I want to heal you, which one to choose? Which dimension? 10th or 5th or infinite or 3rd? They told, none of your business. Identify the person whom you want to heal. We will take care. Just identify, you receive, and the PranaShakthi healers experience that. When they heal you, they might experience some other energy, and when they heal you, a different energy. And same body, when they heal here, it's different. When they heal here, it might be different. When they heal the emotions, it might be different. When they heal the fear or say some pain, it's different.
Does pranic
is very fast in physical issues. Yes, but PranaShakthi is much faster because even three-dimensional energy, there are layers of three dimensions. So it is very specific about downloading from the specific layer of three dimensions. So then it works much better. Suppose you want to thin blood of somebody, energy should be drawn from a specific layer of a specific dimension. Suppose you want to heal the bones, it should be different. Though same three-dimensional energy, but there are different types of three dimensions.
When are you available for healing appointments?
We'll be here, for next. That's what she is going to inform you. This whole week, I'm planning to be here. I mean, Monday onwards. Tonight, I'm going back to New York. I have a healing workshop and higher ceremony there tomorrow. So Monday, I'll be back. So Monday onwards, I'll be here up to next Sunday.
Although the
Private healings and other things we'll then discuss.
Yeah, we'll set up to offer for private sessions here, and I'll also check with Center for Spiritual Enlightenment, see if Gina or a few other centers can also help.
Yeah, wherever people
spread this around
more people get benefited, we can go there also. And I want people to be teachers of PranaShakthi because East Coast, West Coast, we have quite a lot of teachers now. East Coast, none, no one. So
we would love to talk more.
I'll make one of you. So actually, we'll do more elaborate class on Saturday or Sunday.
Excellent.
Then we can offer mastership. Once you understand that and you like it, then you can come for mastership.
So I have a question. As you're tapping into all the dimensions, and as you said, when you are healing for a specific thing, the dimensions determine, or the energy determines which dimension. You don't, but it sounds like you have an intimate awareness of the vibration of each dimension. Can you describe to us a little more how your relationship with the multiple dimensions are?
Of course, this is a too tiny program, 2 hours is not enough to discuss so much. Maybe in the larger class we'll discuss more. When we go for the 4-5 hours program, so that time we'll discuss more about it. But actually, in PranaShakthi, we need not have to worry about it because when I say they, it means Guru Mandala. What do you mean by Guru Mandala? And Deva Mandala. What is Guru? You know what is the meaning of Guru? Not really, it's much beyond that. Gu means pitch darkness, and Ru means brilliant light. The being who is capable of guiding you from pitch darkness towards brilliant light is Guru. Right? So that shows that this person has to be at least self-realized, basic level of self-realization this person should have. Otherwise, how could a blind man guide another blind person? Not possible. So at least the person should achieve basic level of self-realization is a process again. It starts with somewhere and ends with somewhere. It's a long process. There are different levels of self-realization. At least the basic level of self-realization should be there with this person or being who can help you to do that. So that means if you are self-realized, then your consciousness is merged with the universal consciousness. That means your consciousness is merged with all the gurus. Now you cannot differentiate one guru from other guru. Now generally what happens, you say, oh, your guru, yeah, I have heard of him, he's great, but little lesser than my guru. That's what we say. But actually, it's insult your own guru. Because when you're insulting another guru, that guru and your guru are one. Right. So you're insulting your own guru. You should never do that. Then you get guru dosa. The dosa means the problem. Guru problem. You should never do that. You should respect all the gurus. And that's why I call it Guru Mandala. That means all the gurus put together. All the masters put together. And then Deva Mandala is all the higher divine beings put together. All the angels, all the archangels, all the higher beings, divine beings, all put together. So when I'm saying they, I'm talking about Guru Mandala and Deva Mandala. Okay. So it is not the way we are talking that the communication was not like that. It was just coming into me. And I was also answering my own way. It's not through language, not verbal. It was just through consciousness, the transference of idea. So Erin actually does directly, they talk through her, but here it is more, communication, through consciousness. So
If there are multiple masters or multiple coming in the same time, could there be any conflict?
no conflict, because as I told you, the masters are part of the Guru consciousness. So there is no conflict because truth is one, right? So once you understood truth, it's all one. So there is no conflict. We people get confused. We people think this is correct, that is correct, but they know only one thing is correct, nothing else. That's why, in India they say Brahma Satya Jagan Mithya. That means only the divine is absolute truth. Rest of the things are all false. Okay? So there is no conflict. Whatever Jesus tells, Buddha also tells, same thing. We confuse it. We add our masala spices to it and we confuse it. The pure thing is pure, right? The vegetables are pure, but Indians we add some other spices. Chinese people they add some other spices, and American people add some other spices. Italians they add some other spices and confuse it. So that's how So then they told. So then I told, okay, good, wonderful. Then if you can guide and if you can provide the right frequency of energy to me to heal someone, it's wonderful. Then I asked, what about, it's so powerful. If I misuse out of my ego, if I misuse it, like, I'm angry with you, I can misuse it. So what will happen? You're giving me such powerful tool. I told, if you ever try to do that, you'll be disconnected. And again, you have to come to the class and pay money. And so no way. You cannot use it for wrong purpose at all. Okay. So I'm very happy. Of course, you've trained few thousands of healers, PranaShakthi healers throughout the world today. Growing slowly. Relatively new healing science. I mean, not new, it's very ancient, but presented recently, few years back. So it's time to reach more and more people, and it should reach more and more people. Right? So that's the beauty of PranaShakthi. So what we'll do is, I will initiate you into the basic aspect of PranaShakthi. There are different aspects of PranaShakthi. This is known as intro level, the basic level of PranaShakthi. Today we'll receive it, and we'll experience it, and we'll also, I will give a glimpse of the other some other tools what we use, and if you have any questions, answers, and all those things we want. So we will get into meditative mode now. So meditate. It's a very simple meditation. Meditation is breath. Okay, and you listen to the sound of your breath. What is your sound? When you breathe in and breathe out. When you breathe in, it is very similar to and when you breathe out, sa, hum, sa. You know the meaning of hamsa? What? Hamsa? Pardon?
But
That is pancham.
I want to the Arabic.
It is reverse of soham. Now, soham is two words. Saham, aham. Saham means he, aham means I. In Sanskrit. So he and I are one. Why? Because within him, same divinity is there, and within me also same divinity is there. So how could you be different? We are all one. That's what the meaning. The ultimate realization is that. Self-realization is basically that. That you see yourself in every human being, every living being, not human being, every time. So, when you say soham, 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 it becomes hamsa, hamsa, hamsa. Or you say hamsa, 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 it becomes soham. And without your knowledge, you do this with each breath. And the smartest thing a human being could do is listen to understand that you are chanting this great mantra and realize that. So that is possible by becoming aware of your breath and listening to the sound of your breath. With this PranaShakthi initiation, you are getting two mantras. And not just mantras, Siddha mantras. You know what is a mantra? Meaning of mantra. Manana trayate iti mantra. Manana means constantly thinking, chanting, and contemplating. Trayate means ascending you to a higher state of consciousness. By, if a sound vibration, when you think or chant or contemplate on it, it is capable of ascending you to a higher state of consciousness. Then it is known as mantra is any sound vibration by chanting, thinking, or contemplating on which you are capable of ascending you to a higher state of consciousness. Then you can call it a mantra. Right? But fortunately or unfortunately, most of these mantras are locked mantras. The true power core power of the mantras are locked.
A locked mantra?
Locked.
Why would a mantra lock?
You receive the only peripheral power of the mantra. When you say Om, then you feel the external power of it, not the core power. Why? A very important question. Unfortunately, most of the human beings, the consciousness level is below animal level. In fact, animals are better. But if you harm them, then only they harm back. Otherwise, they don't do anything harm to you. But unfortunately, human beings, unprovoked harm they do to you. Even there is no reason they're capable of harming. Right? Think of terrorism. Why terrorism? Every day we experience that. For no reason they harm us. And we are also doing that. So basically our consciousness level is much lesser. So that is why if you give this the true power of mantras directly to everyone, then what will happen? Chaos. So that's why they locked it. And it is only available how you unlock it. You use the mantra, chant the mantra millions of times, and then you unlock it. Then you ask me, okay, what about my animalistic qualities? When you chant something such powerful vibration for millions of times, it gets cleansed and purified. So after that, you're ready to receive the core power. Right? So then we call it a Siddha mantra. The mantra becomes a Siddha mantra, realized mantra, unlocked mantra. And today you are going to receive two such Siddha mantras, realized mantras, without any hard work. Without chanting millions of times, you are going to receive it today. One mantra is Hamsa, and other mantra is PranaShakthi, the word. PranaShakthi is the Maha mantra, great mantra. In fact, forget about initiation. Anybody is having any kind of problem, it's a pain or headache or anything, just tell them, just connect with divinity and chant PranaShakthi with a lot of love and respect and devotion. And the headache and pain vanishes. Just like you need not have to initiate a healer, no. But if you get initiated, it will be 100 times more powerful. Right? So PranaShakthi, I was asked to spend at least 3 years. I spent 3 years meditating on it, chanting it for 4 hours a day for 3 years to realize the mantra. Then whomever I am offering PranaShakthi, initiating into PranaShakthi, they get it without any hard work. So now the word PranaShakthi, the mantra PranaShakthi and mantra Hamsa is capable of bringing in miracles. Hamsa is generally used for your own growth, and PranaShakthi is generally used to serve. I use the word serve, not help. Who are you to help someone? You can only serve. No healer can help others, they can only serve. If you are an instrument of divinity, you are the instrument of higher beings, you are the instrument of the masters, you are the instrument of energy and purest unconditional love. Okay. So never ever get ego. Oh, I'm a big healer, I'm a great healer. You are not the healer. You're just an instrument. The healer is there. Right? The moment you have ego, I'm healing, then your personal energy goes to the person. So you end up in dreams. You heal 1 or 2 healings, you heal. 2, 3 healings, 3 days you cannot heal, you'll be bedridden. Something, diarrhea or fever or something will come. Right? So if you feel, oh, I'm just an instrument, I'm a conduit, so then it flows and flows and flows. More you heal, much energized you become. I used to stand and heal 18 hours a day in Apollo Cancer Hospital ICU. 18 hours a day, remember. And I was never tired, fully charged. Because what happens when energy flows through you, there will be some transmission loss. And who gains it? So more you heal, much better it is for you. Much more charged and energized you are. But do it with humility. Do it with complete surrender. And when I heal, I always prostrate at the feet of the healing person whom I am. You know why? I prostrate, suppose I am healing her, I just fall at her feet mentally. Worship her. Worship her. And then start healing. You know why? Because God is within her. Her soul is nothing but God. And this body is nothing but the temple of God. Now, you do a lot of service in church and temples. You clean, make it very presentable, very nice, beautiful vibration you create. Why? So that the people who come there or who is there, they feel so good. So, healing is nothing but taking care of this beautiful temple. Whatever imbalance, whatever negativity, whatever dirt, whatever is there, remove it with humility, so that this temple becomes the greatest temple and God is so comfortable here. That's what healing is all about. So this is the greatest devotional activity. If you are a true healer, you are the greatest devotee. Right? So never ever think that you are, big. No, you are the tiniest, humblest being on this planet Earth. If you are a healer, it's very important. And see the most miraculous healing going to take place.
Isn't the healing also from within? Aren't you
Of course, yes.
supporting or helping the person heal
Of course, yes.
themselves?
Of course, yes. You are using the God's power within you to take care of this. That's it. Because without His permission, you cannot heal. And another thing, PranaShakthi, the basic difference in other healing energies and PranaShakthi is the purest unconditional love of Supreme Mother Divine. In India, we have a concept of feminine aspect of divinity. Generally, West, God is considered to be male. Right? Yeah. But in India, we have 2 aspects, mother and father. We believe God is mother and father both. Right? So, unconditional love of the feminine aspect of divinity is energy, healing, transmutation. So, when you really, with so much of love, so much of surrender, so much of devotion, you get connected to her and transmit her purest unconditional love. Energy just flows and transmutes everything into purest of the pure. So that no issues.
Well, I've heard it said that actually it's a healer who heals him or herself, and so healer is just the conduit. What if the healer has some kind of subconscious resistance that the person heal or himself or herself does not realize that the person is blocking the loving energy?
Yes,
What
that
can be
happens
done
in
about
most of the healing sciences, not in PranaShakthi. Because in PranaShakthi, you create a bypass. Only thing that you have to invoke. That's it. Once I'll talk about it, how to invoke it, discuss about it. You create a bypass. Whatever blockage and whatever negativity is there, that will be healed. More you do healing. At the same time, when you get into that state of consciousness, PranaShakthi consciousness, there will be bypass created and energy starts flowing. And the worst criminal of this world could be the best healer. Because essentially, every living being is divine. It's like a mirror having layers of dirt, but the mirror is there. Okay. So you create PranaShakthi creates a bypass and flows. So nothing to worry about. I have seen, the most ordinary people doing most miraculous things. A little girl, 8-year-old girl, can you imagine? She learned PranaShakthi and she went home, and her father had a heart problem, and he was supposed to undergo bypass a couple of days later. And she told Dad, you have pain, I will do little heal. And she just went and touched his heart, and he went into deep sleep. Next day morning he woke up, and what he found, there's no pain, perfectly fine. And he thought, what is this? So let me go and talk to my doctor. And he went to the doctor and spoke to him. And he also tested all those things, nothing. Then ECG, everything normal. Then he underwent PET scan, and no block. This little girl, 8-year-old girl, most profound healing took place. So in PranaShakthi, nothing stops. Only thing that you do remain connected. Surrender.
Can you also heal physical problems? Like, can you make somebody grow up missing toe or heal a deformity, like a hunchback?
Theoretically, highly possible. Practically, we have to experiment and see what it is possible.
And why would it require like extra effort to heal that kind of physical
No extra
structural
effort.
problem?
No extra effort. Be the most natural one, and the most miraculous things will take place. No extra effort. When you try to make extra effort, then you get, you bring in confusions.
And why does it work for some people and not others?
Karma. We'll discuss about it. There are so many reasons why a person suffers. That's what we will discuss in more higher levels of PranaShakthi. See, why the problem comes, why the suffering comes to some human being. Because of his BMI. You know BMI? What is BMI?
Body mass index.
Body mass index. No.
You knew you were falling for that, right? Like,
Body, mind, and intellect. Body, mind, intellect, and emotions. BMIE. These are the 4 reasons why people suffer. But there it doesn't stop. There are some other reasons why people suffer. People have karmas.
But don't people have free will to change their karma?
Of course, yes. That's what PranaShakthi helps you to do that. PranaShakthi helps you to change karmas. Deprogram and reprogram the karmic, what do you call it, web space. See, each of us, like we have World Wide Web, we have a worldwide cosmic web, right?
So you're saying that for you to be a healer, you also heal yourself. Or
Yes.
you heal yourself first, then you can become a healer.
No, simultaneously, parallel.
Okay.
You keep when you heal others, you get healed simultaneously. It happens.
So the intention is to serve versus serving yourself.
Yes. Yeah, of course. God is within you. You should serve yourself. Very important. So the worldwide cosmic web has websites for each individual. You have a cosmic web space. And whatever actions or thought or whatever you're doing web designing. Like whatever you're doing here, you're writing somewhere there. Now, based on those impressions, the cosmic forces, spiritual forces, and divine forces, they read those impressions and weave situations around you. They create situations around you, and that's how you suffer and enjoy. Now, question is, can we do this? Can we deprogram and reprogram the whatever is there? Yes, you can. Who programmed that? You programmed that. So you have to do the reverse work. Then you can deprogram and reprogram. It's highly possible.
But what makes it possible versus impossible? Is there any factor or threshold?
There is nothing called impossible.
Because I haven't figured out why miracles work for some people and not others.
That's karma. It's karma that the person is destined to receive that miracle. But it can be changed. You are the creator of your own destiny. You have the ability and power, like you told, free will. God has given us free will. How you make best use of that free will, that's very important.
So, if I understand, I mean, we have certain karma or challenges we may give ourselves. It might not be because of what happened in a past life. It may be because of our desire for growth within this life. We can give ourselves challenges or, hurdles or issues that we need to help ourselves through. But as we're helping ourselves through, we can grow ourselves to help others as well.
Yeah.
But so long as we don't face our own issues, it's harder for us to help others because we're putting blocks on ourselves.
Yeah, that is true. But as I told you, even if you have problems, even if you are facing issues, but still you can help.
Right.
It's possible. At the same time, you can work.
Yeah.
Never ever think that I will finish this task, then I go for the next task. No. They're parallel lines. You have to do both together.
Right.
And serving others will help you to erase your karma. See, there are 4 or 5 ways you can work on your karmas. One is deep meditation. When you get into deep level of meditation, you dissolve the karmas. And when you get into deep sleep, you dissolve the karmas. Deep sleep and deep meditation, there's a thin line. you can come this side or that side. And I always tell, meditation is conscious sleep, and sleep is unconscious meditation. You experience bliss in both. But only thing is, after sleep, you forget.
Right.
But after meditation, you carry forward the fragrance for many, many hours. Right? So deep meditation, deep sleep, deep devotional ecstatic states. You chant God's glory. India, we have bhajans and kirtans. Sing the glory of God. So you get elevated to a very high level of spiritual state, ecstatic state. So whenever you get into that, you are capable of erasing karmas. And unconditional service. More you do unconditional service, more you'll be able to erase karmas. And then energy. Purest unconditional love of Mother Divine. That can be applied to erase karmas. Okay. So there are methods to work on karmas and reprogram the karmic bank balance. Okay. So karmas play a major role, then the planets play a major role. Then the land on which you're living, that has issues, that plays a major role. Then the space where you're living, that has negativity, that plays a major role. Then your ancestors, if they're in lower dimensions, they affect you. They suck your energy. They become energy parasites. They affect you. And
Sorry, this might be repeating the same thing, but can you erase somebody else's karma without their knowledge?
Yes,
But
you can.
it's not the ego thing that stops you from.
If you have ego, you cannot erase.
No, but there is.
Their ego will not affect. because you're using only unconditional love. So,
But if they don't know it, can you like do it in absence?
yeah,
You know,
why not?
they don't have
Why
to be
not?
near you.
Yes. You don't need anybody's permission to love someone. To sour unconditional love in someone, why do you need permission?
So how then is the debt repaid?
How does?
How then is the how then if the karma is like to balance, like a reaction to an action, how then is that being compensate for that?
How do they learn from that?
You are interfering with the person's opportunity to learn without their permission.
That is true, but thing is that when you deserve that karma, automatically blessings go to them, and they understand whatever they do. They directly guided.
So I guess that would be part of the karma to have that.
Because it happens through unconditional love, so automatically whatever they have to learn from that experience, they get that. They become elevated souls. See, the very purpose of coming to this planet Earth is to learn, to be wiser through the karmic experiences. But unfortunately, what happens? Instead of learning from that, we get into new cycles of karmas. Like somebody insults you, what do? You get angry with that person, and you
Smile.
yeah.
In my heart, I'm smiling.
That's great. If you can do, but most of people they don't smile.
Especially at 6 a.m. in the morning.
They plan how to insult that person back. So the moment you think how to insult that person back, you generate new karmas, bad karmas. Then you get into a new cycle. Okay. So the purpose is to learn, but we don't learn. We get into mess. So that's where So if you can really work on it, like the 4-5 methods I told you, more you do, more you dissolve these karmas, and only through healing you can heal other person's karmas. Not through other things you heal your own karma. Okay.
So just by putting the energy out there, they can absorb it into themselves, whether they're aware of it or not.
Actually, it's not they have to observe it. You are sending the energy to them.
So it just goes
And you are
into
dissolving the karmic blockages, the karmic entities which are stopping the divine grace from flowing into their lives. That gets dissolved.
Wonderful.
And you can do that. Anyone can do that. And the purity, it's necessary. You should be pure. And you should have that love, unconditional love. Okay. Good. So we'll go into meditation now. And during the meditation, you will receive the Shakti path. Shakti path is sudden transference of energy of the masters into you. Okay. So now the masters, they will transmit their blessings and energy into you during this meditation. Okay. Then you become connected with PranaShakthi, right? For your life. Yeah, you can turn off the lights. Body straight, neck straight, eyes closed. Be aware of your breath. The cool air you're breathing in, and the warm air you're breathing out. Try to feel and experience every bit of your breathing process. If possible, every molecule, every atom you are breathing in, every molecule, every atom you are breathing out. Be fully focused on your breathing. As you inhale, feel how slowly air is entering your nostrils, flowing through your breathing tract, filling your lungs, expanding them, diaphragm being pushed towards your abdomen slowly coming out, your chest gradually opening up. And as you exhale in, feel how slowly air is coming out of your nostrils, emptying the lungs, pulling the diaphragm into your chest, abdomen going in towards your back, your chest gradually contracting. Deep inhalation and long exhalation. Try listening to the sound of your breath. As you inhale, as you exhale, continue listening to the sound of your breath. As you inhale, as you exhale, Bring gentle movements to body parts. Your fingers, toes, feet, legs and arms slowly walking. Raise your arms and drop your thumbs to the feet. And cover your eyes with the palm. Feel the warmth from your palm going into the eyes and bringing back life to them. Once you feel comfortable, bring your palms down and slowly open your eyes. You feel. Would you like to share what you experienced? You had? Yes, good. The chakra got activated. Any other experience anybody would like to share? Distracted. That's okay. No problem.
I came back with little monkey mind.
That's part of your mind games.
I was shown all the elements in my body that could use healing should I wish, and asked if I would like them healed or just left as is and let the healing go through the rest. It was very polite. I was appreciative.
So felt your energy moving around the room to everybody, and I thought to myself, how crowded for him to do that. But it seemed like you were moving around to everyone to the room.
Actually, it's not my energy, it's their energy. I'm just the instrument. They flow through. So it's, it's like being on the tip of the iceberg. You're supported by the whole lot. You're just look, you are, but actually the whole thing is there.
For me, I started feeling discomfort. I was fine, and then towards the end, I was feeling the discomfort, and I want to ignore it. But then you said, you should acknowledge what is, popping up, and then there were birds that are popping.
Actually, what happens, sometimes when we receive blessings, the energy flows through you and it dismantles the unwanted things. So they try to push out of your feet. So sometimes the lower part of the body might experience some discomfort. Sometimes. Not everyone, but some people might. That's right. Okay, good. So now, anyway, you are connected with PranaShakthi. So you can make use of PranaShakthi now. It's like this in brand new house, and electrical connection is given, but you need a main switch, right, to switch off and switch on. You might not need electricity every now and then. Sometimes you need, sometimes you don't need. When you don't need, you should switch off. And you need, switch on, right? So that's necessary. Otherwise, you'd be always in PranaShakthi consciousness, always bypass. So then, what about your regular life? So that's why we need to switch on and switch off. Now, how do you switch on? We call it invocation. Right? So you're 24/7 connected with PranaShakthi. You're never disconnected. But it is more like a DSL connection. The moment you do invocation, it is broadband, right? Or 2G and 4G. You are always 24/7 2G connected. And the moment you invoke 4G, right?
5 now, right?
So invoke. And how do you invoke? You need to raise your arms. This is known as in yoga, we call it Sharanagati Mudra, surrender mudra. In yoga, for everything there is a mudra. Any issue you have, we have mudra. Now, many people tell, I don't know how to surrender. I try to surrender, but I'm not able to surrender. Okay, come on, no problem. We have mudra. Do that mudra. You can surrender easily. So the moment you raise your arms, you get surrendered. I'll tell you a small story. This, behind this. There's a story of a lady called Draupadi. Draupadi was, wife of, um, pardon? No.
This is a real person?
Oh, yeah, she was a real person from scripture, Indian scripture, from Mahavidya.
Yeah. Okay, that's what
So she was wife of few prince. 5 husbands and 1 wife. That's a different story again.
Right.
And they had cousins, and were 100. So the 100 cousins, they wanted to snatch away these people's property, the kingdom. So they invited them to play game of dice, and these people lost everything. Then those days, wives were supposed to be the property of husbands. So they pawned wife. So she was lost. They lost her. Then she was dragged from the palace and brought to the court of these people, and they wanted to disrobe her in public and insult her. So they were trying to do that, and she was praying to Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna was, with his wife, Satyabhama. So suddenly Lord Krishna's face became very upset, dull. Then Satyabhama asked, did I do any mistake? Why you are so upset? He told, no, not because of you, it's because of Draupadi. She is calling me. And she told, then go and help her. He told, I cannot help. Why? She's holding the sari with both hands and calling me. I don't have a role to play. After some time, he started smiling. So she asked, what happened? Well, she has raised one hand. Okay, then go and help. No, not yet. After some time, yeah. So he told, I have to rush now. What happened? She's raised both the hands. So when you raise both the hands, God doesn't have a choice. He has to come rushing to you. Right? That's called surrender. So if you, holding the sari, holding the dress, you call God, help me. It don't work. Holding one hand, other hand, still won't work. Both hands, yes. He doesn't have a choice. God becomes your slave once you surrender completely. Right? So that's why this mudra is so important. Okay? So raise your arms and be connected with the divinity, the supreme divine being, the mother father of the universe. All the holy gurus, holy siddhas, holy masters, holy Christ, holy Buddhas, holy angels, and all the higher divine beings, Guru Mandala and Deva Mandala, and be completely surrendered to them. And experience the showering of the blessings, grace, energy, and purest unconditional love of your entire being. Chant along with me. PranaShakthi, 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 PranaShakthi. So this is how you connect yourself. Right? So why thrice? We say PranaShakthi thrice ascendingly and then thrice descending way. Now, when you say ascending thrice, you have 3 bodies: physical, astral, and causal. So when you say 3 PranaShaktis, 3 bodies get connected with PranaShakti. And when you say descending way, so PranaShakti penetrates the body, reaches every nook and corner of these 3 bodies. That's why 3 PranaShaktis in ascending way and descending. Okay. So then you are ready. Okay. The palms are, you are ready to give PranaShakti. What we should do is, there are chakras here. There are chakras here, but there are chakras here too. The minor chakras, they call it. And there are some tiny chakras, fingertips, and all these mini chakras. So These are the gateways of prana, cosmic energies flow. So generally, cosmic energy, PranaShakthi flows into you through your Sahasrara chakra, crown chakra, and comes to your heart chakra, gets bifurcated, and comes out of the palms. Right? Some people use their feet. Even you can do it through feet also. I know a few healers. One lady I know in India. There'll be hundreds of people in queue. So she'll be sitting in a chair. Anybody has any problem, they come. So she just puts her foot. So, and healing takes place. A few minutes, then the person goes. So people can use their feet also to heal, but it is more convenient for most of people.
So do you actually touch the person or you just hold it close?
Both are okay. You can do anyone. Either you touch or for a beginner, touch is good because it gives better physical feeling, satisfaction. But after some practice, it doesn't make a difference. You touch or don't touch. Anyway, you can do distance healing. The distance healing you don't touch anyway. So you can think of anyone and heal, or take a teddy bear and heal. So it's possible. So you can sit here and heal anyone anywhere in the world. So any kind of problem, pain or heart problem or this problem or that problem, just put the palm and that's it.
Does this work for a dog?
Yes.
If he's got a few issues, like his back legs have some arthritis and he's got
Definitely.
a fatty tumor.
Definitely. For dogs, for birds, for animals, for plants. You can use it for plants. Wonderful things. Yes, we have
Our
applied.
gardens?
Yeah, we have applied on home kitchen garden, and even we have applied on larger, like acres of land, and where we have seen the produce, extraordinary, produce, and the what do you call it? The immune system of the plants get boosted up. So you don't require to spray those things, and pests and other things won't come. And the produce that comes out of it, suppose the normal plant gives you 10, it gives 25. And the thing which comes out, it's so delicious. And not only that, it is healing abilities. Suppose you take a tomato from a PranaShakthi plant, you have some problem, you eat that tomato, you feel good. So like somebody is having fever, so you provide that, salad, and the person's fever goes away.
So what would be the practice for
Yeah,
us?
practice. It's simple. Say at this level, I don't go deeper into it. Just anywhere in any problem, invoke, then place your palm, and with lot of love and respect, devotion, keep chanting PranaShakthi. So, what exactly happens? PranaShakthi is nothing but purest unconditional love of Shakti Mother Divine. Wherever it goes, it transmutes, any negativity in your body. You understand the word transmutation? What is transmutation? Transforming the inner structure. Like how do you transmute gold to, iron to gold?
That's God's secret. Try another one.
Actually, I saw that right in front of my eyes.
Don't tell
India. I'm a great master. So what exactly they do is, the nuclear structure. The difference between gold and iron is nothing but the nuclear structure, the number of neutrons and protons. So if you can add extra neutrons and protons in iron, nucleus, then it turns into gold nucleus. So, so that's how they transform, cow dung into laddus, sweet. There is I spent some time with almost 11 to 12 days with. I had to tell my experience. I was something called paribrajaka. Paribrajaka means the person who carries one dress he wears and one dress he keeps in his bag. No money. So then you keep walking, and whenever you feel hungry, you go to somebody and I'm hungry. Food. So that's how you live. No money. At 6 months, I live like that. Not possible in US, but possible in India.
But you haven't tried it yet.
I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah, so you don't know. So you did not know.
I know. Yeah, that's right. I have to try. So, met many great masters during that 6 months period. Like one master I met, he came to me. I was young at that time, 22, 23. And this man also, he was like that, 22, 20. He told, see, you are also, walking. I'm also walking. Let us walk together. Okay, sounds good. Then we walked together. Then what happened? Whenever he used to see some, old swamis and all, he used to catch, he used to crack jokes on them, the beard and all those things. Um, and one day, after 2 months or so, I saw he's walking on river Ganges. He's walking on literally on water. Then returned back. When I got hold of him, I asked, "Who are you?" He told, "I'm Balak Brahmachari." Balak Brahmachari is a great master. Have you heard of Mahavidya Babaji? Babaji? Some of you might have heard of. So he's supposed to be 2,000 years old. He was born before Christ and still he's alive. And he always looks like a 28 or 29-year-old young man whenever he appears.
Right.
So Balak Brahmachari is also like that. So I asked him, "Why did you teach me anything?" He told, "No, my role was not to teach you. My role was just to be with you and purify you." So that was the role. So like this many masters I met, and I met these Aghoras, the master, Aghora master. Aghora are the very scary people. They eat human flesh. I mean, not killing a human being, but in India we burn dead bodies. So they go to the cremation place, and once the people leave after burning the body, half-burnt body, they usually burn and they leave after a few hours. They come back. So they pull that body and take out flesh and eat.
These are living people who do this?
Pardon?
Yes.
Are you talking about spiritual
Animals.
entities or living
Spiritual,
people?
living human beings.
Wow.
And and India, we have another thing, public, what do you call it, excretion. Like, they pass, motion and other things on the field. Many of the, if you go to India, you will see that site. So what they do, they go and eat that shit. So all the dirty things, whatever you cannot imagine, they eat those things. Then I went and lived with them 11 days. I tried, yes, I tried. Then I asked the master, "Why do you do this?" He told, all this, anything in this universe is made up of 5 elements. Okay, water, fire, air, ether, earth. These are the 5 elements. Now, what is the difference between the food you eat and this? They're all same. Only thing is that your mind has all these, immaturities. The mind has all these limitations. So that's why we think this is good, this is bad. So unless you go above good and bad, you won't go to the higher levels. So that's why this is not meant for the people who have already reached somewhere. It's basically meant for the beginners. When the beginners join them, they make them undergo these things so that their mind becomes purer. Once the mind becomes pure, then it becomes much easier for them to grow. So I was sitting with them, and one young man came running, crying. So generally they don't allow anybody to come close to them. They're very scary. Their dress very scary. Hair, beard, and big eyes, Trisul, trident. So very scary. No normal human being go close to them. And this person came and they tried to scare him with a lot of sounds and all those things. Then he told, "No, nothing doing. You kill me, no problem, but I'm coming." So then I asked, "What happened? Why you crying?" He told, "No, I'm in love with a girl." And when we told her father about it, the father is so furious, and he's telling that you are no match for my daughter. So immediately he arranged another boy, and tomorrow the marriage is there. So I will die. Either you give me that girl, or I'm going to die. So then what he did, Swami, he took some powder and just took and held it in his hand and became a laddu. Laddu is a very delicious Indian sweet. Okay, everybody loves that. Yummy.
Now I'm
So
always going to count down.
then this Swami gave him, "Eat it." No, this cow dung I cannot eat. So if you don't eat, get lost. Then eat it. So Next day morning, he was so happy, smiling, bubbling, and big box of sweets. Okay, and Swami asked what happened. He told, I don't know what magic you did, and this person, the father-in-law, the girl's father, comes and tells, "Oh, I'm really sorry for insulting you. You are the best match for my daughter. So tomorrow is the marriage."
Oh, change the mind, huh?
Change the mind completely. Then he went away. I asked this Swami, how did you transform this coward into Latu? He told, nothing. You are an engineer. You studied science. What is transmutation? No, just changing the nuclear structure. Nuclear structure. So change the number of neutrons and protons. Then it changes, right? So actually, incidentally, he was a scientist in NASA here in US, and after retirement, he became a Swami. So then he explained everything, and he told, "See, you require labs, and our mind is our lab. Mind we can do. We can use the energy to change anything and everything. So that's called transmutation."
There you go.
So that's how people get vibhuti, that holy ass from somewhere and give it to you or something like that. So it's possible. If somebody really works on it, it's possible. But for everything, you need to work on it. Like you want to become a medical doctor, you need 12, 13 years of hard work. So if you want to be a great, being, yogi, so definitely you need to put some energy into it and time into it. You cannot expect tomorrow itself you become like that. Right? So transmutation. So actually when purest unconditional love flows, it transmutes the negativity into pure positivity. Now let me explain how really healing works. Why the problem comes to you? Why somebody gets a problem? Any idea? But exactly what exactly happens in the system? Yeah. Accumulation of negative energy, and blockages, accumulates the negative energy. And how the negative energy comes? Because of your thoughts. Okay, you're pure and positive, but our thoughts contaminates our energy system, and the energy gets transmuted into negative energy. And wherever that negative energy gets struck, it induces improper vibrations at electronic level. Once the electrons start vibrating wrongly, atoms get destabilized, and once the atoms are destabilized, molecules get affected. Once the molecules get affected, cells get affected. Once cells get affected, either they die or malfunction. And once that happens, you develop a disease. Right? Now, in healing, what do? You remove that negative energy and you fill it with positive energy. By removing the negative energy, you remove the root cause behind the wrong vibration at subatomic level. And by filling with positive energy, you set right the vibration. And slowly healing takes place. Right? So, but that is one way of clearing and filling. Another way is transfer purest unconditional love, divine unconditional love to someone. Purest unconditional love flows and transmutes the negativity into pure positivity. No need of removing. Okay. So both are possible. Either you remove and fill it or transmute it. And PranaShakthi generally will transmute. Okay. So when you do this healing, you actually transmute the negativity to pure positivity. The most profound healing takes place. Okay. So you understood how to do healing? So invoke. Okay. Do you know how to activate these chakras? No? Okay. See these chakras, think of a water tap, thin water tap. So less water flows. If you have a thick water tap, what happens? More water flows. Now if you have a tiny chakras, what will happen? Less PranaShakthi flow. If you have big chakras, then a lot of PranaShakthi will flow at any given moment. So smart thing is making them larger and powerful, right? So how to do that? Just touch here and take your finger away and keep chanting PranaShakthi mentally and feel what is happening there. You feel something happening in your palm. Yes? Yeah. Good. Let's smell your other palm. Touch the center, take your finger away, keep chanting PranaShakthi and feel what is happening. Some people feel warm, some people feel tingling, some people feel vibration, some people feel spiraling.
All of that.
Yeah. Now both palms, touch here and touch here, and keep chanting Pranic. Can you feel both palms? Beautiful. Now keep the palms like this and touch both palms. And keep chanting PranaShakthi and take your finger palms away and bring them closer. Can you feel something between your palms? Yes? That's your energy field. Yeah, that will come. Yeah. Yeah, like a rubber band. Yeah. Then do a little bit of rotation like this. Can you feel something? And do reverse opposite rotation. And slightly press it like this. Then you can feel the ball, energy ball. Right? So these are some of the exercises to activate your palm chakra. Okay? And similarly, the fingertips. Keep the fingertips like this. And keep chanting PranaShakthi and slowly take them away and bring them closer. Can you feel something? The fingertips? Yeah. And do a little bit of up and down like this.
Wow.
And the front and back. And rotation. Right? So these exercises are meant for your fingertips. So palm it, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
When you do the invocation, do you do that in front of the person you're trying to help out? Or?
I mean, suppose the person is right in front of you, you can do it. But if it's somewhere else, distance healing, you can do it. Before healing, you should do it. So these exercises will help you to activate your palm chakras and the fingertip chakras. It might take hardly 5 minutes. If you do every day 5 minutes, then the palms are active and you can give energy to anyone. And over a period of 1 month or so, if you do everyday practice, then they'll be permanent activated. And you keep your palm like this, and anybody walks in, you will understand, what state of mind this person has right now. He's angry, he's frustrated, he's happy, he's peaceful. The palms will tell you. Right? So now you got it, after activating the palms, invoke and activate the palms. Then you give energy wherever you want to give, anybody you want to give. Be it human being, be it plant, be it animal, be it anything. And even you can give energy to other things also. Like somebody, recently happened in Georgia, Atlanta. 5 years he was not getting driving license, failing the exam. Then he asked me, okay, I need to go for the test today. Can you do something? Then I just gave some healing to him. And I thought, okay, no problem. You're through. And he came back and told, yes, exactly, 75 I got. And 75
That's all you need.
So not only for health conditions, you can heal this type of things. Somebody has gone, your child has gone for exam, you can give energy. Somebody is going for a job interview, you can give energy. So possible. PranaShakthi can be used in many different ways. Right? So, okay. I need one volunteer. Okay, come. She's right there. You will stand up. Oh.
Keep it warm for you.
Oh, the dog got in the chair.
All the masters are there. Okay, so keep your hands like this. And I try to push you. Okay? You oppose me, right? Going back, right? Sorry. Now keep your hands like this. Down this way. I try to pull you back. You try to oppose me. Coming back, right? Now stand on one leg like this. I'll try to off balance you, right? Coming down, right? Bend forward, Let us see how flexible you are.
Like this?
Yeah. Without bending your knees.
Yeah.
Take your palms back. How much you can take? No, on the floor.
No,
Take it back as much as you can.
okay.
How much? How
Yep.
much? That's all. Okay, right. Come on. Now, if someone can give us PranaShakthi, who would like to give? Okay,
Oh,
Mine as well.
yeah. Just give us PranaShakthi.
Should I do both first? Or?
No, no, please, just keep chanting PranaShakthi and sound PranaShakthi. Okay, what's good? Yeah, now you can turn this side. Interlock your fingers. Can you feel the difference?
yes.
Interlock your fingers. Yeah. I can
Are you
stand
kidding me?
and stand on one leg. Both arms stretched.
Yeah.
No.
Bend forward. Take your palms away and without bending the knees. Take it back as much as you can. As much as you can. See, still it's moved, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
That's
Thank you.
awesome.
Wow.
So, see, just give me. So,
right here.
so she gave hardly, 1 minute or something, less than 1 minute. We can do one more experiment. Somebody has water bottle. Something. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, you come here. You can see the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Now we test your energy. No energy, right? Okay, interlock your fingers. Turn this way. Coming back. Now stand on one leg. Okay, bend forward. Okay, fine. Now, someone else can give energy to this. Just give PranaShakthi.
From here.
Yeah, from here, you give PranaShakthi. Chant PranaShakthi with a lot of love, respect, and devotion. Okay, good. You can drink this. Little bit, not too much, not completely. Whatever you can. Thank you. Can you feel the difference?
Wow.
Yeah. Ah, it's strong. I can stand literally. No, stand on one leg.
It's my shoes.
There you go.
I can't do that with my shoes on.
So bend forward. Can you feel the difference? Now fingers, you can bend and you can touch.
Yeah, I can go down.
Good, thank you.
Yeah.
So,
Is this effect permanent or just temporary?
temporary, because we gave for hardly 1 minute or so. But it could be permanent. If you keep giving every day, for a few days, then it will become permanent.
So that was sending the PranaShakthi to the liquid, to the water.
Yeah, I mean, you can send it to food, you can send it to, suppose, it's nice to get good food from her, but, but always you might not get. So what to do? Yeah, give some PranaShakthi and eat. Then the side effects of the food will be minimized. And you can do the medicine. Medicine, no side effects of medicine. Or the strongest medicine, like, what do you call it, steroids, even chemotherapy medicines. You give energy, and the side effects will be minimized. The person won't suffer.
Could you give some energy to my dog?
Oh, yes, all of us will give. Why not?
Oh.
He has got a huge fatty tumor on his chest and his back legs are very.
So all of you can give some energy. keep chanting PranaShakthi with lot of love, respect, and devotion. Good. Now you can give regularly.
He could feel it too.
Yes.
He's so relaxed and happy.
Yes. See in his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, everyone.
Well, thank you.
So finally, what you have to do is, after doing healing, suppose you invoke and heal someone, then you do thanks. Thanks is from 4G to 2G, right? See, by invocation, you are upgrading from 2G to 4G.
Oh my God.
So then you have to come back to normal.
Oh, I want
life.
2G. I want dial up. I want dial up. Okay.
You can, but your family will complain. Family will definitely complain. You will not be normal.
Oh.
You will be normal.
You'll be too
You'll
happy.
be flying always. So your
Okay.
day-to-day activities will be like that.
Oh, okay.
If you are a healer and
Right.
spiritual, completely into spirituality, then it's
That's true.
but you have to do your normal activities and better. So how do you thanks? You bring your palms, Namaskar Mudra, and say, I thank the Supreme Divine Being, the Mother, Father of the Universe, all the holy Gurus, holy Siddhas, holy Masters, holy Christ, holy Buddhas, holy angels, and all the higher divine beings, and PranaShakthi for this wonderful healing, blessings, dreams, and experience. That's all. So the healing happens, invocation, and in between you have to keep chanting PranaShakthi. Because PranaShakthi is going to work as shield to protect you from any kind of psychic invasions.
So when do we do the Hamsa?
Hamsa is the meditation part.
Okay.
That you can see during the initiation I made you do, and whenever you find time, whenever you want, you can just be aware of breath, and you can meditate. The more you do, better it is.
Is there a difference between Hamsa and Soham?
Both are same, but I received Hamsa. So and actually the sound of breath is Hamsa.
Now, when I feel the strongest love and energy, I just want to cry. I just want to weep. I'm just afraid that I wouldn't stop.
No problem.
It has happened before where I just couldn't stop. It just go on and on and on.
When it becomes too much out of control, stop it. You are the master. But little bit of crying is good. It purifies.
I need a little help with the breathing part because I found in breathing meditations, I at some point I become very overwhelmed, if you will, and it's kind of like hyperventilation. I kind of feel like it's not enough, and I feel lightheaded, and I felt that a little bit today. So
actually, what happens when you force yourself, then that problem comes. You should not force. With comfort, whatever you can do, that you should do. So you try to breathe fully.
I'm trying.
That's not good.
Okay.
We're trying to do Tai Chi. It's when the rotation and your breath stop, and the master still keeps on going.
No, you do it with comfort. Do it with comfort.
So just natural breathing.
Natural breathing, but you should mentally think it should be longer and slower. Don't physically do it, mentally. Think mentally it is happening there. But no force. The moment you force things, problems.
The ascending and descending PranaShakthi, is that only when we raise our arms and call, or is that also when we're...
Actually, if you want to do ascending, descending while giving healing also, it's fine.
Okay.
But sometimes it might be not comfortable for many of them. They can just say PranaShakthi. But ascending, descending, if you do, wonderful. If you like it, wonderful.
And you mentioned the reason
Three bodies, yeah.
three,
Physical, astral, and causal body.
And then when you decrease it, and that was.
It penetrates. It goes into. See, first increasing thing you connect, and
then
decreasing you. Okay. So I think Monday we will have one more workshop. There we'll deal more detail, and not detail. I mean applications. So see, in PranaShakthi we have different levels, as I discussed with you earlier. The first level PranaShakthi, this is the intro level. Then first level PranaShakthi will be much more detailed, understanding of the psychic system, chakras, and how we can work on them, how we can engineer them. So those things will learn, and touch and untouch method, and PranaShakthi cleansing also, how to purify, clean. So a lot more things will be discussed in level 1. So that we'll have this weekend sometime. And then second level, we discuss about the other aspects. See, first level, we deal with the body, mind, intellect, and emotions. Second level, we deal with karmas, we deal with the psychic attacks. You know psychic attacks?
Yes.
When you hit somebody with hand, it's physical attack. When you hit somebody with the thoughts and some rituals, that's called psychic attack. So how to deal with them, how to deal with the karmas, how to deal with the healing the land, how to heal the space, how to heal planets, how to heal ancestors, and how to heal the divine imbalance. What do you mean by divine imbalance? Like you have obstacles. Like you are about to get something and it just goes away, slips away. That means there is some obstacle which is blocking you from getting into something. So that is a frequency of energy of divinity. Okay? If that frequency of energy and consciousness is not freely flowing into your life, then you keep having obstacles. Similarly, money. Money is an energy. If there is a blockage, then that energy doesn't flow into you. Right? So how to remove that blockage? So like that.
We would all like that.
So that is second level. Maybe Saturday we can have first level, and second level we can keep it on Sunday. Time for this.
So the next levels will be next weekend, not Monday.
Monday would be similar discussion, but for general public. This is more elite crowd, so I went more deeper into it. But there will be more. We'll just show things and a little bit of some explanation, lower level, normal level explanation. So here I try to explain in a more little higher level explanation. Then I might.
Although, if I can add, anyone who wants to come Monday, you'll probably find you catch things that went by you today, or even though it will be basically a repetition, I think you'll find a lot of new experience and deepening of it.
And we will discuss also about the other aspects, like crystals and Rudrakshas and all.
So it's not a repeat session.
It will be more or less 90% repeat, maybe 10% repeat.
Are you having private session readings on Monday since I'm leaving for North Carolina on Tuesday? I would like to do it.
Yeah, Monday we can keep it after.
After, because I'm going to be in the area and I'm going to be.
If you want a private session Monday,
I would.
Yeah, after 7 o'clock we can.
Yes, that'll be fine.
After 7, once we
Well, the event is 7 to 9 on Monday.
Oh, 7 to 9, okay.
Right. So can it be
maybe
earlier?
Before we can do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to do that because I was going to see you anyway.
That's right.
Remember?
Yes.
So I'd like to be whatever the first.
Yeah,
on the
we'll
list
just discuss and work it out and let you know
Okay.
what time.
All right, like 3.
I'll find out.
Yeah,
Yeah, but definitely.
Absolutely, yeah.
And feel
Because I'll
free
be
to
here
text
going
me.
like this.
Yeah, feel free to text me if you don't hear from me
Fine.
tomorrow.
Oh.
Good, so thank you so much, and we will do a small prayer and conclude.
Oh, lovely. Susie,
Yes.
we're going to
Just
do
a
a prayer.
small prayer. Just a small prayer, and we'll conclude.
Sure. Absolutely.
Still your body. Still your mind. Bring your mind now in here. Focus your mind at the point between the two eyebrows. Be one point. Connected with the divinity, the supreme divine being, Mother, Father of the universe. All the holy gurus, holy siddhas, holy masters, holy angels, all the high classes. Completely surrendered to them. Thank them for all the blessings and lessons you received today. Om Sarveshang Swastirvavatu, Sarveshang Shantirvavatu, Sarveshang Purnang Bhavatu, Sarveshang Mangalang Bhavatu, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayah, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschit Dukhabhag Bhavet, Asato Ma Satgamaya, Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya, Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shantehe Shantehe Shantehe. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I request all of you to give your email ID, phone number, and contact, maybe the address and date of birth. Date of birth, why? Because we'll pray whenever, your date of birth is there, we'll pray. So this address is necessary for our organization. And also we'll send a mail to you, whatever you launch. Annual, we'll send it.
Yeah, I didn't think it was. So, halfway done.
Miriam,
anyway, 12070 next to mine.
All of you are okay? We can
Right, 12070 next to mine.
Photograph. Yeah. Who's got the camera? Well, I shouldn't even ask. Okay. Are we going to turn this?